I feel like one of the big problems is trying to bridge the gap between serious people and them having fun and letting loose, especially when you meet strangers. Like they got their guard up, but
Yeah.
when you start to build a relationship with someone, especially in the clothing space, they're really serious about finding an offer and also serious about getting passing the cert call or just passing any certification process. But in order to make it fun is when you actually it comes back down to networking. Like if I didn't network, I'll just be doing this all by myself in the community.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So it
But
becomes more easier when you network with people. The process becomes more enjoyable and more fun.
the
Hence,
process,
yeah,
yeah. Mm,
anyone keeps you accountable as well.
you
Makes it
know,
fun as well because when you're not accountable and other people are keeping you accountable.
just besides the whole accountability thing, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I think another reason why people are struggling to even get jobs after they get certification is because yes, you are, you could possibly at that level where you are, certified, but you're not at that level where you are ready for a live sales call. Does that make sense? I feel like a lot
Yeah,
they made the whole process too easier. Like, yes, you're good enough to get certified, but you're not good enough to make that sale if you're gonna go that way. And I feel like that's what unfortunately is holding back a lot of people.
yeah. Well, that's totally fine because like, what do you want to pick? You want to get certified in 2 weeks and have this skill to practice on, versus do you want to learn sales in university and have like a 50K debt and stay for 3 years and learn about ethics, like foundations? Like no one wants to learn that.
Oh yeah.
They've cut the shit. They've made it super easy, but then they've moved around what's easy to the start and then move the hard part to the end. Versus university is a mix of easy and hard, but it takes a long,
Mm,
long, long time. So they've fixed that component, but they're trying to sell the course and the mentorship, so they're not going to tell about the hard stuff. Whereas in uni, they do the same thing. They don't tell you about the hard stuff. They don't tell you about the loan, and they don't tell you if you fail, like you suck. And they don't tell you. They tell you about adult learning, which means do it yourself. That's pretty much what
yeah.
adult learning means. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean they don't tell you how to like learn or how to make friends or find people to, to study with. You have to figure that out yourself.
Yourself. Yeah.
And some people just have that innate abilities just to be like, I know I can't do it myself, so I have to start, reducing my ego and start reaching out and trying to build connections. And then you can pick and choose who you want to keep connecting with.
So who else have you been connecting with?
So I added some people from LinkedIn.
Mm?
They've joined. Um, I did a LinkedIn role play with someone yesterday. I
Oh,
was so
how's that?
rusty. He's pretty good. He's in the objection box by Bill
Oh,
Welsh. He's doing
that's
that.
that's the one John also went to that one as well, yeah.
Yeah, he likes it. He's an Irish guy.
Apparently it's really good
Yeah,
objection box from what I've
yeah.
heard as well, yeah.
He values tonality a bit less and keeps it monotone and gets straight to the point, which is interesting because that was pretty much that was my default style, which is interesting.
Uh, I feel like that's because but with a prospect, I feel like tonality is always gonna matter, no matter what.
Yeah, because it's random.
It's random. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Although I do like the whole idea is like if you keep everything the same, you keep your own personality, so you don't have to think too much. Plus, if you do have that leadership skills and you ask the right questions, they're just gonna mirror your tonality and be serious. But yes, the flip side is the tonality where you make it fun, which is the next step. I feel like if you compare a serious person, a serious business owner, and a fun business owner, like who are you going to work with if you have to pick and choose? And they're
Obviously
both,
fun,
yeah,
right? Like by default, I feel like anyone would
yeah. Because the fun person could probably switch into being serious, but I'm not too
curious.
sure if the serious person can switch into being fun.
Mm, you have the options with you, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of you being rusty, how come you're rusty? Have you not been, what's going on there, Philip? We've got to do a role play.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's see where you're at. Because I haven't done an RP, but I've been RPing with everyone else, and I don't know, I'm picking out like 50 different things from everyone's role play.
All right, that's good.
So let's hope you don't disappoint me, Philip.
We'll see.
I'll
All
I'll
right.
give you I'll give you I'll give you an easy
No,
prospect.
no, give me the most hardest one. Like,
You
don't go
sure?
easy. Like
Okay,
10 out of 10 hard.
okay, I'll go 10 out of 10 hard then.
All right, cool.
Three.
How's it going, Tiff? Nice to meet you. I'm Phil.
Hey, it's nice to meet you.
No work for you today?
Nah, just had the day off.
Has a day off. Oh, nice, amazing. I don't normally talk to people with like that type of background. It almost looks real. I can't tell. Is that real?
It is real.
Oh, cool. Is that where you live?
Everyone has that same reaction. So yeah,
Oh, the only thing is, I just saw your chair move, so it kind of went in and out.
yeah.
But anyway, do you definitely have time to talk to me for the next hour?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
All right, because have you been on one of these kind of calls before about affiliate marketing?
No.
Okay, so essentially, I just want to get to know about your current situation and what you're trying to look for and where you want to go to in terms of your goals.
Yeah.
The most important thing is I want to make sure this is what you're looking for. Okay, because if it is, I'm just going to do my best to help you. But if not, that's totally okay as well. I want it to make sense because if it doesn't make sense, at least I want to give you some value and point you in the right direction.
Okay. Sweet.
Awesome. So, do you know what you're specifically looking for when it comes to building an affiliate marketing business?
Um, just trying to make a little side income if that's possible.
Why don't you think it's possible?
Oh no, I said if it is possible.
Okay, gotcha. Well, do you actually think it's possible though? I mean, you've got onto a call with me, but do you truly think it's possible?
I mean, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, right?
If you had to, take a big step in the dark, you know me more than I know you. Do you truly think you can make it happen if everything all aligned?
Yeah, yeah, I suppose.
Do you truly feel like if you were the unlucky, do you feel like based on what you've kind of seen so far, do you actually feel like you could be a potentially unlucky duckling that couldn't make it work?
Um, Hopefully not.
All right, all right, yeah. Well, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Like, at least we've got some hope. But when you were saying you wanted to make a bit of side income, like where did this thought process come from?
Yeah, just want a little bit of savings, a little bit of security. So looking towards, moving closer to that goal.
But is a side income going to help with a bit of security?
I mean, like, yeah, everyone wants side income for that security. Isn't that the point of a side income?
Well, what's the difference between a side income and an actual income? Is there a difference?
Um, yeah, side incomes to help you so you are, have that extra security that your main income can't provide you.
Okay. And I'm just curious then, like, what makes you think affiliate marketing can be that side income for you?
Yeah, I've just seen a few testimonials and I've seen people get out of their own way with you guys' mentorship and guidance.
And when you saw the testimonials that you, how did that actually make you feel in terms of how it kind of resonated with your current situation?
Yeah, I saw people who are working 9 to 5s.
Do you work a 9 to 5?
Yeah,
What's your 9 to 5, if you don't mind me asking?
yeah, I'm currently a nurse at the moment.
You're currently a nurse at the moment.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
Um, I love helping people out. So yeah.
So it's so whereabouts are you a nurse at?
Yeah, I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Oh, so you don't have any work at 1 o'clock today in Sydney? I'm in Adelaide.
Oh no, today's my off day finally. I
Oh,
I usually have like a 4 days on, 4 days off type thing.
okay. And like I've actually like never spoken to a nurse before, but what's wrong with having 4 days on, 4 days off?
Oh, nothing.
There's nothing wrong with it. So that's why you want a side income.
Um, no, I want a side income because just want that extra bit of money.
Why don't you just put more hours into nursing?
Yeah, I'm working full time already, so
Is it just because you don't want to work anymore? Or like how are we going to get this side income?
yeah, hopefully like I can have a passive income from a business.
Oh, okay. So correct me if I'm like totally wrong.
Yeah.
Are you looking for something? Are you looking for something outside of your mainstream of income? Do you want to turn that into passive? Because I'll be honest, we can't just have passive like straight off the bat. I'll be honest with you.
Um, yeah, something that will turn into like a passive income later down the line.
And how late are we talking?
Um, hopefully a few months to a year. I
A
don't know
few,
how long does it take.
well, it totally depends on you because my job is to make sure that one we do your best we do our best to set you in a position where you achieve your goal, but also like realistically how fast or how soon do you want this to work for you?
You know, as soon as possible.
Yeah, so as soon as possible, does that mean you want to get started right now?
I mean, like, well, what do you guys have to offer?
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely get straight to that, but if we were to get started straight away, if that's what you mean as soon as possible, like what does that look like for you in terms of like affiliate marketing? Because surely you would have done a bit of research about affiliate marketing and what we have to offer already, right?
Yeah, I've done a little bit of research.
And what have you seen in your research to make you want to start as soon as possible?
I've seen people, just the testimonials, people making money. Um, and I want to make money as well,
As soon as possible?
as soon as possible. Yeah.
You want to make money as soon as possible? Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah. And for you to make money as soon as possible, like what do you need from like someone like us that you can't do by yourself? Because a lot of people can
Um,
make money by themselves as well. So my question to you is, like, have you even tried to do affiliate marketing or try to make money by yourself?
no, I haven't.
Okay, so what do you want from us?
Um, just guidance, mentorship. I don't know. Just replicate the same success, do your past clients have had from you guys.
Definitely, for sure. And we don't have anyone from Australia yet, and we haven't had any nurses yet, but we do have people in busy lifestyles. But for you, just tell me more about your situation in Sydney. Just 'cause I just want to make sure it makes sense for the both of us as well. But like you do 4 days on, 4 days off, like, and it's full-time hours. Like, what do you do after work and with your 4 days off? How does that look like?
Um, yeah, with my 4 days off, I'm not really doing a whole lot. Run some errands, catch
I
up
thought
on
you wanted
school.
money ASAP though.
Yeah, I just didn't know how to get to that point.
Okay, that's totally okay. But how long have you been wanting to find like a side income for though?
Um, about 5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well, I learned something. I learned it from someone, like one of my friends. Like, isn't 5 years like half a decade? I just learned that recently.
When you put it like that, I didn't think about it that way actually.
Do you mind me asking how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 28.
28. Okay, gotcha. So uh is it more just is it more just you didn't know uh what to do or where to look at? Because if you've been wanting this for the past 5 years, I'm just curious, like, what kind of research have you done and what have you tried to do to try to set up a side income?
Yeah, I've tried a few things.
Did it work?
No, I actually got scammed.
Oh no. Like how long ago?
Uh, I don't want to even talk about it, but this was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago. Was like trying to make money online?
Yeah.
And what what even gave you the confidence to even, try it again?
Um, I figured that not everything's gonna fall into place first time, right? Um,
But why was it a scam though?
yeah, so I paid for this crypto program, but they took my money and ran.
Oh,
Like I
like
literally
how'd you find this place? How'd you find this thing in the first place?
I found it on a Facebook group. Um,
Okay.
you know, they had a lot of people in it, and apparently they were making money, but I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it could be fake accounts, fake
Yeah.
testimonials.
I
They just
mean,
blocked me and took my money.
but what got you into the Facebook book group? What got you into the Facebook group in the first place? And like, did there must have been something that, because you seem like you in Sydney with a background in nursing, you would have done your due diligence. But what actually got you, you know, giving you your credit card details? Because you look like someone that won't get scammed. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a Ponzi scheme or something, because they were really legit. Like they had testimonials, they had all these just I don't know, they're pretty expert at what they're doing. They're pretty expert at scammers.
Okay, so well, let's just break this down, okay, Atif? We can't just use any company that looks legit just visually and from presentation. And we can't just use testimonials to base our decisions because if we use that, how can we be so certain that next time's going to be different? So I know you like I know like you like what we've seen with our testimonials, but we can't use testimonials to base our decisions on. Okay, because even if they look really really good, like what's to say, based on what you've seen with us, like do you actually think we look like a scam?
Not really. I
So
mean, like,
my concern to you though is that we've got to change our thinking a little bit to be a bit more, I guess, be a bit more like how should I say? Just we got to be a bit more careful with our decision making and not just chase. I'm not too sure if you heard of the saying "the woman with the red dress." Because I'll be honest with you, Bitcoin, there is money to be made, but we really got to do our due diligence. Okay. So my question to you is: have you truly done your due diligence with affiliate marketing and following us like Ian Patrick's profile?
uh, oh, I feel like I have, yes.
Why do you feel like you have?
Um, well, I've seen you guys have like a whole contract process, and you guys have an ABN. Um, I've done a bit more. I've definitely learned my mistakes from my, done a bit.
Did they have like a ABN or some kind of tax number when you were doing it with with the Bitcoin
No,
personal?
they didn't. So,
Okay.
that
Yep.
was my mistake, and I should have looked further into that. But
Yep. Did you go through like a call similar to this, or did you just go through like a how was the process?
oh no, it was kind of like a just you message them and then you add to cart. But
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. It's really I can't believe people like that exist.
And unfortunately, there are people that exist on the internet. And I'm not trying to bring up bad memories. I just want to make sure this doesn't affect your decision making process, because ultimately, where you're trying to get to, if you're trying to chase a side income, I know you want this uh, um kind of financial freedom. When you're saying you wanted to, I can't remember what you said before, like something about financial freedom.
Yeah, just having that extra income,
That,
financial flexibility,
yeah, and how much does that look like for you?
just how much I need to bring in, or
If you want financial flexibility, like how much is that
I feel like if you're able to bring in 10K at the bare minimum every month, you're at a pretty comfortable position.
for you though,
Yeah, for me.
on top of what you're already earning?
Just 10K in general, to be honest. But
Okay.
if I am able to generate an extra 10 come on top of what I'm already earning, that would be that'd be great.
And how would life look like if you're doing a business with your time off and nursing on like 4 days full time? What would that
Um,
look like?
yeah, to be honest, I definitely delegate a few more of my hours, possibly go part-time.
Like that?
Um, sorry, did you say why is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the whole point of a side income is so you can have a little bit of more security and a little bit less stress. So,
You
more money.
is your life currently stressed out at the moment?
Um, it's not stressed, but I'm definitely looking for ways to make reduce the stress as much as possible.
And outside of just money, like what else are you doing to reduce your stress?
Um, well, I've been trying to get into, a bit more of a physical routine. I've been doing a bit more gym, boxing now. Um, I've been trying to navigate through that, but it is hard with work-life balance and just everything that comes with adulthood, I guess.
But ultimately, it seems like the ultimate goal is to turn like a stream of online income into something passive. That's the ultimate goal, to give you that extra time and that kind of buffer to have that financial flexibility. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that is
So
that's a great way to put it.
and just so I'm clear, with nursing, that can't be done because you have to add more hours and you have to be at a place to have more money.
Yeah.
Sorry, to earn more money.
Mm-hmm.
So correct me if I'm like totally wrong. Is this why you've been looking for money to make money online ever since you were trying to get into that Bitcoin program?
Yeah, that's fair to say. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's more than just you trying to make money. It's and for that financial stability, it's more just you just want to be buying more of your time back.
I couldn't have worded that better myself.
So in order for you to buy your time back, how much does that cost? Like truly, how much does your time truly cost if you want to buy it back?
Honestly, I feel like it's priceless.
Well,
I'm getting,
let's just be a bit like realistic here, okay? Because like truly, if you want the best life possible, like if we were to imagine like what 10K would be like for you, right? How much are you worth for 1 hour of your time?
I don't know. I feel
If
like
if if the outcome is 10K, how much is your time worth for 1 hour to get to 10K?
a good way to put it. I feel like, you know, there shouldn't be any limit.
If there shouldn't be any limit, then why is there a limit? Or like what is your limit with nursing? Is it like if is there truly a limit with like can you get I don't know $1 million an hour as a nurse if there's no limit?
No, I can't.
And you said you've been a nurse. Like, how long have you been a nurse for? Because I know you've been thinking about this for the last 5 years, but I don't think I've asked you how long you've been a nurse for.
Oh, I've been in this for 7 years.
So you've been capping your limit for the last 7 years. Like, sorry to be so like upfront, but that's what it sounds like.
You know, you'd have to put me on the spot like that, but yeah.
But like, why do like is it like, to be honest, you're more than welcome to, if you feel like this is too much, like, when you're more than welcome to press that red button in it in the call. But to me, my consent to use a TEF is like, you've got a fair bit of untapped potential in you.
Yeah.
And to me, it sounds like we're not squeezing all the juices out of like what you can potentially become. Especially if you've been thinking about this for the last 5 years. I mean, do you like, once you get this up and running, are you going to be like, you said you'd be wanting to do the nursing part time, but do you actually truly want to be a nurse?
Not really, no. The end goal would be to eventually quit out of this 9 to 5 as a nurse.
And how come it's taken you 5 years to get to talk to me then?
I suppose I was just lost and I was a bit, I was fearful after getting scammed.
And look, like, thank you for just being so open and just sharing this with me, because not everyone wants to, even get this far. A lot of people actually like are in your similar situation and they think I'm too intense, and then they just end the call. But for the fact that you've gone this far, I mean, like, I'm not, my intention isn't to try to hurt your feelings, but why didn't you hang up already?
I mean, like, I'm trying to get more information about affiliate marketing. So, and see how you guys can help me out. But
But let's be honest here. Are we trying to get more information? Or are we trying to try and change our behavior? Because ultimately, is more information going to get you to 10K, or is a change of behavior going to get you to 10K?
yeah, to change your behavior.
Because let's be honest, it's 2024 now. You can have as much information as you want.
Yeah,
But can I share your perspective?
yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what the difference between being smart and intelligent is?
Well, to be honest, I thought they were the same thing, but yeah,
That's what I thought, but I got this from Alex Hormozy.
I'd love to hear it.
So being smart, like, to be honest, everyone in 2024 is smart because they've got an iPhone and they can just pull out information through their phone because there's the internet. So technically, we've we've outsourced intelligence to the internet. So ultimately, everybody's smart. Okay,
Yeah,
but being smart can get you so far. Okay, you can have a PhD, but you cannot, like, it's going to be hard to be a millionaire with a PhD unless someone's funding your research. But if I get straight to the point, the difference between being smart and being intelligent is someone who takes on new information and changes their behavior. So this is what Alex Hormozy said, which really resonated with me, and I hope it resonates with you. So if I had a red bat and slapped you as hard as I can on your face, and it really hurt, like, how would you respond?
probably have an ouch, right?
Yeah. And in the next 5 seconds, I did it again. What would you say?
Probably a louder ouch.
And what if I did it again?
Probably just go more and more painful and louder ouch.
Okay, so who's more intelligent? The Tiff that dodged the second slap, or a Tiff that dodged the fifth slap?
If that dodged a second slap.
And that's the thing. That's the difference between intelligence and smart. The fact that you took on only 2 slaps, that's new information, and you change your behavior, versus their Tiff that took 5 slaps. And to me, and again, you're more than welcome to cancel the call if this is going to hurt your feelings. I feel like you've been slapping yourself for the last 5 years and you haven't changed anything.
Yeah, you're right.
And not me trying to be right. I'm trying to show you like what your untapped potential is, and the fact that there's so much information out there, and look, It's okay to be lost because there's so much information out there. But if information keeps slapping you in the face and you're not changing your behavior, what's it, like what's to say another 5 years is going to go by and you just keep getting slapped in the face with new information and not changing your behavior?
You're right. Yeah,
So
you're
it's not going to do anything if I'm right. It's more just if do you, like if I'm only right if you change I'm only right if you change your behavior, because if I'm wrong, it doesn't mean anything as well. So it's not me being right, it's more if you want to change. Because currently right now, do you truly feel like you've got the behaviors to make 10K a month?
well, I'm willing to change that.
Because what it looks like and what we can offer you is accountability. Because if we made you accountable,
You're right.
I generally
Yeah,
feel like we can get you to 10K.
yeah, I'm willing to change that and be held accountable from you guys.
But we're not going to be the ones slapping you in the face, though. You have to change your behavior. Because we can say one thing, but if you don't change your behavior, we're not going to get to 10K a month. So you have to meet us in the middle. Because we've got the systems and structures in place, but they're only set for people who are really wanting a change. Because if they don't change, the systems and structures won't do anything to the people who won't change.
You're right. I'm willing to change.
Are you saying that to be nice?
No, no, I'm not.
All right. Well, look, um, this all sounds really, really good on paper, and I'd love to share you my screen as well. Okay, but like a lot of people want to say they want like a change in behavior, but as soon as like I drop the price, they get super scared. So in terms of you becoming that 2.0 version of yourself and achieving that 10K a month dream, like do you even have a budget to kind of splurge on today?
Yeah, I definitely have a budget.
And if you don't mind sharing your budget, what is that? It's just to make sure I can like tailor make the program for you.
Like a couple of grand.
A couple of grand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you truly feel like with a couple of grand that's going to get you by? Like in your opinion?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm here to get more information and get some guidance from you.
Awesome. Well, look, like in terms of like guidance, I'll share you my screen just to show you what we're all about. But when it comes to guidance, like, is there anything else you want me to try to answer before I show you what we have to offer and information?
Um, um, I feel like I trust you, and I feel like you can definitely cover that up for me.
Yeah. So yeah, trust is massive. Like, I want to do my best to try to help you. So
Yeah,
do you like? Can I hold your own words accountable and be the coach and the kind of make you accountable to make sure we make the right decision today, to make sure that we stop, slapping ourselves in the face.
yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, I'll share my screen, okay?
Yeah, so okay, okay. How do you feel like you went?
I feel like I could have been a bit more nicer.
Okay. There was times where I noticed you were actually changing up your tonality, and I caught on to that. Um, which is great. When I mentioned I got scammed, you became a lot more soft-toned, and it felt very genuine as well. If I was a real prospect on call, I would have just from that tonality alone. You didn't say a whole lot, but from that tonality, I felt like you sincerely understood what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But I feel like what you did though, I don't know if you were taking a new approach today or you're trying to implement new stuff, but I feel like you're beating too much around the bush.
Okay.
I got scammed. Because scamming is basically getting cheated on, right? That person
Yeah.
got cheated on, right? So you gotta comfort them and massage them. And then you ask me what happened, what's good, blah blah blah. And then you need to ask me, you know, most people after they do get scammed, they don't want to put themselves in that uncomfortable situation all over again. So, can I ask after 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 a whole 2 years, what actually gave you the confidence now to trust in yourself and put yourself in that uncomfortable position?
Yeah, I think I said it differently.
I feel like I don't know if I feel like you did say it differently, but I feel like you were beating around the bush a bit.
Yeah,
You could have straight attacked that.
yeah,
And then another thing you could have said, you know, don't crypto is crypto, like fuck that. While we here for today is affiliate marketing. I
mm,
don't give a fuck if you looked at crypto, drop shipping, whatever other avenue. And then where you can ask, you know, just out of curiosity though, can I be honest? Like, why affiliate marketing? Just why affiliate marketing? What actually genuinely makes you believe that affiliate marketing can help you get to that 10K a month? Just besides the testimonials.
yeah.
Because are we basing, this is what you say, right? Are we basing other people's success? Are we just basing, making change for ourselves based on other people's success? Or do we want to make this change for ourselves?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Um, and and I don't know if you asked this, but did you ask me what held me back from making this change 5 years ago?
You said laziness.
Oh yeah, I did say laziness.
I should have got a bit deeper with that.
I feel like you could have gotten a bit deeper with that, right?
Yeah,
Um, and then I really liked how you used that slap in the wrist analogy. That was great. That was like, I'm gonna have to steal that from you. I'm sorry.
yeah. Take
Yeah,
it, take it,
that was a really good
take
analogy.
it, take it, and make it better.
No, I really liked that. And you used it very well as well. But I feel like kind of like the timing of it wasn't right.
Right.
Right technique, but it doesn't matter if you have the timing.
When
You
would you
could
have
you could
time to?
have you could have the best technique for a rear naked choke, but if you don't time it correctly, you're never gonna able to properly have a rear naked choke, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So I feel like the timing was a bit off. You
yeah.
could have used that a bit early.
Earlier.
Um,
Yeah,
and then you could have asked just out of curiosity though, after 1 month, you know, what makes a difference now? Just out of curiosity, like why do you want to even get more in-depth mentorship
yeah,
versus implementing what you have already seen, right?
yeah.
So I feel like you could have attacked me a lot. Like I feel like it could have been a lot quicker.
Quicker.
I
Yeah.
feel like you're beating around the bush too much, and you could have been a bit more straightforward.
All right. Gotcha.
Next time, just be a bit more straightforward with
Yeah,
a bit more sincere tonality.
yeah.
I feel like you're trying to be nice, but you're kind of doing that by beating around the bush.
That makes a lot
You
of
do
sense.
do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Does
that
that make
makes
sense?
that's like that just sums up this the whole entire feedback like to a T.
Um, but you challenged me really well. I really like that analogy. Like, I feel like if you had used that a bit before,
It would change
it
the
would
set.
change. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have changed the course of the call a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I would have used it in the time when you said 5 years. I'm like, okay, can I share a perspective about information and time?
Mm.
Okay.
And then
And
I
then
feel like sorry, what were you saying?
I would just end it like, well, it sounds as I ended it last time. It sounds like you've been slapped in the face for the last 5 years, not
Literally.
changing your behavior.
And then you could have even attacked it even more and been like, can I, can I just ask, where do you think you would have been if you had taken that leap 5 years ago?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, I would have been blah blah blah.
yeah.
Fucking if you knew you would have been in a position where you would have had all of those XYZ, why have you been selling yourself so short for the last 5 years?
Or yeah, why do you continue to get being slapped in the face with information?
Yeah, why do you need it? Why have you been slapping yourself if you knew how you have been in that position for the last 5 years? Why have you been repeatedly slapping your face, knowing you could have had a better quality of life,
Nice, nice, cool, cool. That's good.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Um, and then I'm trying to think. Okay. I feel like it's kind of like this sequencing. After you ask me why I want more in-depth mentorship versus, doing it by myself, that's gonna sell me, right? I'm looking for I'm a person that needs more guidance, mentorship.
Yeah.
And then boom, this is what you hit them with. It's funny because like 99% of the people they try they try like building their own store and they think it's a knock in the park, knock in the ballpark. But when it comes to building a business, you're gonna have to take risk. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. And what I mean by that is you're gonna have to invest time, liquidity, energy, and discipline. I like to use the word discipline now, is because motivation will only get you started. Discipline will get you to the end goal. You know?
Mm. Yeah.
Motivation is only going to get you started. Discipline will get you to the end goal.
Yeah.
Time is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to have to put in time, liquidity. And a lot of people aren't willing to take that uncomfortable route. But for you, what makes you feel like you are ready to take that uncomfortable route? Boom, I start selling myself,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've already been in a lot of uncomfortable situations. I'm
Yeah.
ready to push forward, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then this is where you attack them again. You
All
know,
right.
why not just double down on what you're doing? Or why don't you double down and put that energy towards finding a new job? Because I'm going to be super transparent. This is a brand new skill, you know? This is a
Yeah.
brand new skill and it's not going to be easy. So why not just double down and spend that time towards finding a new job, finding another avenue? And then they need to sell themselves even more.
Yeah. Definitely.
Do you kind of get like the sequencing of where
Yeah.
I'm coming from?
Definitely. Definitely.
But I've been trying to help everyone implement that type of sequencing where you make the prospect sell themselves, where
Yeah.
you don't do any talking. This is what I learned from you a while ago, back when I was kind of going through my hardship. You're like, you told me this, and you're like, you want to be doing the least amount of
Yeah.
talking, and you want to be let prospect do all the talking.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
I've instilled that ever since
Yeah.
you've said that into my head.
Yeah.
If you notice me really like doing my role plays now, you'll notice I don't talk at all.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want you to kind of do the same now. I don't want you to talk. I want you to do the listening,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Gotcha.
But, I'm saying this because you're Philip. You're a fucking beast, mate, you know?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I like it. Like,
But I hope the feedback I've given you helped.
yeah.
And this is the
Good.
same feedback I've been giving
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Ariana,
Yeah.
Sam, Wesley, and
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Honest feedback is always the best, no matter how it's being, you know, packaged.
No, I'm not. Well, you know the basics. You know what to do,
Yeah.
but don't beat around the bush. Get to
Yeah.
the point. Like
Yeah.
you can dive in.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
If you hear something that's off, don't beat around it. Be like, look, you know, this is how it sounds like. Can I clarify with you? Is this what it is?
Yeah.
If it's not, it's not. You attack that. If it is, then it is, you know.
Mhm.
How about this? You wanna do a role play real quick?
All right. Cool. Let me just quickly go to the toilet and then we'll do
Okay,
one.
okay.
Okay.
So